Well, if we spin round, we have got a canola growing in this field here. That has been fertilised twice now. So that's growing away nicely for us. We have got a soya bean across there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to set a worker off, in this case axial flow, because I have got a few jobs that I do want to get done this episode. So if we leave him be, he should be okay. I will just show you this, guys. We did go on a shopping spree. I did some contracting work. I got up to around £500,000 and we bought the Cedar and we bought the Massey Ferguson 7719, and I can say this thing is an absolute beast of a machine. It is absolutely stunning. So now that we've bought this Cedar here, if we spin round it onto a tractor, so that's a job we do need to do. And if we look down here, I have put a front loader attachment onto the case tractor. We just have got one pallet of seed left to take off here. And then we've got a load of seed and fertiliser down at the main shop. So I want to run this trailer quickly down there and see if we can pick some pallets up. And then what we may do a little bit of contracting work in this episode just to get the funds back up, because we are a little low on funds at the moment. We have only got £94,000 in the bank. I still can't get used to calling it pounds, guys. After those episodes on Bjorn Home, I still have got dollars stuck in my head. So we'll just spin round and connect this Flegel trailer on here. Get that attached on. We better get our beacon lights on. We will just sort out this front loader attachment, seeing as though we are going onto the highway. I haven't bought any other fields yet. I'm still on the 3 original fields that we started with. But we have done quite a bit, like I said, quite a bit of contracting. I did field 5 last night. You do get a very good return money-wise on that. It did take me about an hour of gameplay, but we did get somewhere in the region, I think it was, of about... what was it now? I'm just trying to think. I think it was in the region somewhere of 138,000, somewhere around there. So the contracts are definitely worth the money. So like I said, we'll just run this to the store. Love the sound of the engine on this thing. You can hear it really pulling on that trailer. It is quite a run to the store now. There is no way of setting the vehicles back to your farm. That is something they have taken out of the game. But it does make it interesting. So we're just coming up to the store here. We can't go in that way because that's obviously no entry. Just let that lady cross the road. And as you can see, we've got all our pallets of seed and fertiliser there lined up. So if we pull our trailer over here, that's something we didn't want to do. Oh dear. No, we don't want to detach those, do we? I am still getting used to these. Oh dear, Helper H has a full grain tank. That's not good. Right. What we're going to have to do, guys, we're going to have to teleport through. And we will teleport through to the New Holland tractor. We'll just drop that seeder off. We will pick this trailer up here. Because we don't really want that combine to be spending too much downtime. So we'll get that attached on. Let's go and get him offloaded. This trailer is a lot better than the trailer that you start off in game with. I didn't think he was going to put the auger out then for a minute. So what we are, we're at £94,000. So shall we go see, guys, if we can find a... I don't want to fasten tension belts. There we go. What we'll do is we'll just stick a couple of these fertiliser pallets on this trailer. This is something I do like in the game, I've got to admit. It is a lot better than when we used to just pull alongside the fertiliser on FS15 and it would fill up automatically. This is a nice little feature that they have brought into the game. So I know I could get double pallets on this trailer, but I am just going to put some singular ones on. Because to be honest, the amount of seed we have got at the farm, these seed pallets could stay up at the store for the minute. Nope. Oh God. Just getting the tines caught on the pallet there slightly. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there has been an issue with the slot systems on the console, where we are limited at the moment to around 50 slots. Now what has caused this, I have heard from Giants, is a glitch. Now what they have done is they have submitted something to Sony and Microsoft, and they have said it will be resolved within hopefully a week's time. Oh, come on. Get off the pallet, man. Oh, I'm making a right hash of this. Um, yeah, they have submitted something to Microsoft and Sony, like I say, and they are hoping to have it resolved, and we are going to get in the region of 500 slots. Now that might not sound a lot, but to be honest, it's only on vehicles, so i.e. Animals and bales and things like this. We won't actually be penalised, so that's good. So what we'll do, guys, we'll just go and see if we can find a little bit of contracting work. I'm not going to go for the massive contracts in this video because it would just take far too long. So if we find a medium-sized kind of field, something like that. What's that there? That's field 22. That's quite a big field. So we'll just have a tilt around the old town. What kind of field's this? 18. Only a small field, but what kind of work is he requiring us to do? So it's sugar beet. Yeah, with that thing, it's going to take us a bit too long, even though it's only a small field. Yeah, not impressed by that, love. Sorry. Let's go see what else we can find. Because as you guys know, I'm sure you do, those sugar beet harvests take an absolute eternity. We don't want to head up there because that's the biogas plant. Where are we heading here? Yeah, we'll go have a look at field 7, I think. That's potatoes, so that could take quite a while. Right, let's have a look at this. This looks like either canola or soybean. Now with that thing, that's going to take us a while, isn't it, as well? Oh God, this ain't going well, is it? Right, whatever we get next, we will go for it, hey? Right, let's park this here. I'm actually quite close to the yard down here. I didn't realise how close we actually were. Right, bit of ploughing. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it, eh? A nice New Holland tractor. Get the front weight attached. That is a very nice tractor, actually. That might be something that we look to purchase. Get that attached on. Get that unfolded. Lower that down and away we go. It shouldn't take us a great deal of time, I wouldn't have thought, to do this field. It's not a massive field. But that may be a tractor we do have to look at some stage, I think. Got quite a nice interior on it. So what have we got left? We've about a third of the field. We have done quite a lot of contracts on this field, so the price should be dropping quite rapidly. We are tilted on it, quite a decent speed, 9 miles an hour, so not too bad. To say he is pulling quite a big plough, so we'll just lift that and we'll turn that plough over. Get lined back up again. One thing I have noticed, I don't know if any of you guys know, but when you are doing the missions, your crops aren't actually growing. In fact, I will show you. So we are doing this mission at the minute, and as you can see, plant growth is off. Now, I have been testing this, and when I've not been doing missions, my crops are growing it fast. So I did actually notice that last night. So that is quite a little interesting little thing they have done. That I didn't, like I say, I didn't realise until yesterday evening that they had done that. But I've got to say, I do like this New Holland. Please do bear with me with my ploughing skills. It is a nice plough, is this as well. So I think we must have done by now about 4 to 5 missions on this field. So we must be getting quite a good rapport with the farmer. So hopefully, before much longer, we may be able to purchase this field. Better just turn that plough. So the furrows, put my teeth in. The furrows are going the correct way. I think once this has been ploughed, he probably will want us to cultivate this for him. Well, like I said, we don't mind helping this farmer out. He's quite a good guy. Like I said, this will bring us some extra funds into the farm, which is always a good thing. I will think once we get to the end of this run, we should be around halfway. I've got to admit, the ground textures and the soil and everything that they have done, Giants, on this game is much better than what we saw in 15. So get that plough turned over again. So we are running back up the correct side. And I have just noticed that beacon on the back of the plough. There we go. Look at that. Wow. This maybe have to be a plough that we invest in. You can see turning all the soil over there nicely. I do wish in this game that we could actually use the windscreen wipers. You know, like when it rains, we could actually switch them on. That'd be quite a cool little feature. Certainly kicking up some old dust. Yeah, I don't think we're doing a bad little job. Almost halfway now. Maybe one more pass down the field and a pass back up, possibly. We shall see. Well, we'll just reverse back slightly. We are missing quite a fair section there. We have missed a bit, I know, but hopefully it won't sack us for that. I'm hoping this video is coming across okay tonight. I know we had a few issues in the first episode that we did, but I have had a play about, so hopefully it is coming across okay. Like I say, we are getting there now. We're well over halfway anyway. I'm sure that combine will be full by the time we've done this contract. But at least this contract will have paid for that fertiliser and those seeds that we have bought. So that's all good. And I'm just thinking that where we are combining in that field at the moment, that will probably be ready to be ploughed as well. Because as you know, we do have to plough after every third harvest now. I'm seriously thinking I should have purchased this New Holland before we actually went big on the old Massey Ferguson tractor. This may have to be our second purchase, I think, somewhere down the line. I think this may be one of our first fields that we actually purchase as well. Field 9, because the amount of contracting that we have done on here, it should be at quite a reasonable price now, I would think. This is going to be quite a long video, is this one tonight, guys, with me doing this contract. I do normally keep them to around 30-35 minutes. I would think once we get up to the top of here, we should be pretty much there. I don't think we've done a bad job, to be honest. We'll probably have to jet wash this plough off once we've done this job for him. But he must have some serious money. This farmer that we're helping out, he's got some nice machinery, that's for certain. So we've got just clicked down to just under 14 minutes left to do this contract. And we are pretty much there, so we should get a decent time bonus off this. I know we don't really need the beacons on in the field, but I do love the beacons on my machinery, I've got to say. So we're pretty much there now, guys. So comes into the bank account. And then we'll head back to main farm, because I'm pretty much certain that that combine will be sat there waiting to be offloaded. I will just show you when we have finished ploughing this, that like I was saying, when you are doing these contracts, your plant growth is off. There we go. So what did we get? We got 20, just short of 23,000 for doing that job for him. So the funds look a bit more healthy. So let's head back and see how our New Holland harvester's getting along. I'm actually going the long way around here, but we'll get down this dirt track here. It's obviously where our pigs are going to live. Oh, let's watch that fence terrier. So yeah, that's where the pigs will live eventually. Got some kind of watchtower up there. Nice wooded area on this map, so we will be able to do some forestry at some stage. Yep, there he is, waiting patiently for us. So let's just park our pickup over here out the way. They certainly have changed the textures on the barley. It is a lot darker. And this that we're doing here will be something we won't be able to do for much longer, running into the crop, because there is going to be a crop destruction mod for the PC, not for the PC, for the console. So once that does launch, that is something we will be downloading. So that is something I have always wanted in the game. We'll make it a lot more realistic. So what are we up to in this trailer? 70... It's coming up to 80% full. So we are getting quite a decent yield off here. We should do. Just pop that there for now. I was going to show you, wasn't I? No. Let's just put this over here. Out the way. Jump out of that. Just wondering, does that need... That's going to want ploughing, isn't it, field 14? Right. Tell you what. Let's run across to our new machine that we bought. Our Massey Ferguson. Like I say, this thing is an absolute beast of a machine. Wasn't cheap, but these things never are. Well, that's what I was going to show you. Sorry, I had forgot. So when we was doing that mission, like I said, the plant growth was off. So if you look now, it has jumped back to fast growth. So just that's something just to let you guys know that when you are doing your missions, your crops actually aren't growing. So that's just something to bear in mind. So just spin the old camera around. This plough should look quite good on this Massey Ferguson. Yeah, that looks the business, doesn't it? We did put the wheel weights on this machine. Just leave that there just for the time being. Look at the tyres on the thing. Absolutely huge. Like I say, we customised the wheels with the wheel weights. But yeah, I think that looks the business. Let's go see what he's got on board. I'm just wondering what price of grain is at the moment. Just fill the trailer up and then we will have a quick look. So we are 100% full on that trailer now. So it's all pretty. It's not a great price at the minute. No. Right. I'm not going to sell that while the price is so low. It's just not viable. So we will put this into storage. We'll drop it into the silos. It is a lot better as this trailer, to be fair, than that other axle one. It's not. It's not the best of trailers, wasn't that other thing? Awful to turn, awful to reverse. This thing is much, much better. So I think, guys, this episode's probably gone on long enough now. So I will leave it there. So thank you very much for watching the video. If you have seen anything you've enjoyed, do hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. There's going to be a lot of episodes coming up on Goldcrest Valley, as well as Sosnovka. I know we haven't had a look at that map yet, but we will do before we are much older. And I will see you guys very, very soon. Cheers, guys. See you later. Ta-da.